The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly.
Can anyone unseat the Patriots? It's the coach. This is opening weekend on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll watch a couple of young quarterbacks who are looking to make the jump in their...
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That's round 80. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards. Frank Gore. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
One of the best young safeties in the NFL, Jamal Adams. Keep an eye out for him because no one is safe when he's on the field, including mascots. Just ask Pat the Patriot. Jamal Adams was also the 2019 Pro Bowl Defensive MVP. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's checking. Crash. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Red 80. Check 99. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Bell so light on his feet. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Check. 49 the mark. Smooth. Let him know.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go, son. Mark 49. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the third.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Check.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in for 7 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped on the touchdown run by Ty Montgomery. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the toss, it's good. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Throwing is Allen on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Hey, partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And New York set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. They'll run it with Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Tighten up. Red 80. Check 50. No 80. Rush in. Rush in.
Again, it's Bell. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's it, baby.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, it's Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking crack.
Now Bell, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority
49,
1.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Get ready. 49 to Mike. Watch 40. Red 80. 5. Mike's 49. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On play action, Allen. Complete to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 30 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And New York set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. He's at the 40. Now he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 62 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Bell. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62 to 55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Bell, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, exit. Mike's 49. Hey, get in the weight room. 49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Yo, 80. It's a run. They're running it.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Mike's 49. Lady. Mike's 49. Young lady.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
Darnold. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to throw, Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Bravo! Kill. Whip.
Now Darnold. And Anderson's got it. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. The players on your team earned. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses.
celebration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted.